home for the night. What a cracking spot this is. Just perched upon this nice little ledge overlooking the Quarry pool. This could be, if you wanted, this could be your only tent, couldn't it? Easily. If someone was looking for an all-rounder, as long as they were happy with just the space for one man, I think it'd be a good shout. You've got a little mate there.
Hiya.
Alright.
Hiya, you okay?
Yeah, not too bad. Welcome back to Board Raiders. Or it's your first time joining us, thanks for tuning in. So I'm back out with Gregg today, and we're in Wales again. And you'll be able to see Moel Siabod. I think that's the right pronunciation. Probably isn't. So we're not quite going to be going up to the summit today, but there's a disused Quarry pool a bit further down. So we're going to opt for that instead. I think it's going to get a bit blowy up there on the summit, so hoping that can just provide a little bit of shelter from the wind. And yeah, it's a cracking day for it. Really nice weather. Sun's made an appearance this morning, but it seems to have hidden away for a bit now. But don't let it fool you, because it's quite cold out today. Temperatures really dropped this week, so could be in for a little bit of a cold night. But yeah, I think it's only a bit of a short walk today, so we'll just crack on. I'll bring you back when we get the tent set up. Just keep here, lad.
You want it?
Yeah.
I'll throw this half up with Gregg.
I'll just crawl up in a little ball in there.
You could get a tent in here as well.
Is there room for one there, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see. They went down. Oh, you could as well.
Have your door opening up to that?
That'd be great, that, for a little one manor. Oh yeah, if you like bivvy camping. And then cracking view, the walls just framing the view for you.
Yeah, just moved into my house and just need to do a few repairs.
Yeah, just a few.
Fix it up there. Slows in Wales though, isn't it? You don't really see many of them in the lakes anymore, do you? The old Quarry's sunny, like your man in Ancaster.
Yeah.
Then I think the ones that are still active, they hide by planting trees around them.
I'll be well deep enough, that. Be seriously deep. You're into your cold water exposure, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do a bomb off there. So to access it, there's just this little ledge here. It's not too bad, but you have to watch your footing a little bit. And then just a slight drop here. Oh, and there we go. What a cracking spot. Great that, isn't it? So here we are, and this is home for the night. What a cracking spot this is. Just perched upon this nice little ledge overlooking the Quarry pool. The ground, as you'd probably expect, is really rocky though. Some of the pegs have literally had to go in like on a 180 degree angle. took a while just adjusting the pegs and just finding the right bits to put it in. And I've even just put the rocks on a couple of the pegs where it looks a little bit vulnerable. Gregg has positioned himself right on the edge there, but he's actually going to have to move his tent now because he thought the door was on this side, but it turns out it's over here, which is obviously dangerously close to the edge. You know, just if you were to get out the tent of a night or anything, especially after a couple of drinks, I wouldn't trust myself on not falling in there. So that's his best bet, just to move it around. And Gregg has once again treated himself to a new tent. So on this trip, he's out in the Abisko Lite 1 by Fjallraven. And you've camped it before, haven't you? This is your second camp?
Yeah.
Third camp, yeah?
Yeah.
How are you finding it?
It's alright. Got back by the wind last week.
Oh, yeah.
When I was out with Keith on.
Oh, yeah. Gregg and Keith went to where did you go? Went to Gwydir last week.
Nailed by 50 mile per hour winds.
Yeah, absolutely nailed by 50 mile an hour winds.
2 hours skipping, just got off at 5 o'clock in the morning.
It holds up to the winds though, doesn't it? I've seen some videos where it gets absolutely battered and it does seem to be fairly strong.
Yeah, it was sounding, it was getting battered and the back was getting folded in a little bit, but...
It wasn't like fully compromised though, like it was alright.
I didn't think it would go rip or anything.
I think this year it's probably time for me. I'm getting that itch to buy a new tent, and that's one I've been looking at for a while now. Gregg's got there before me. Stole my idea.
No, I bought it and you weren't, oh, I've been wanting that tent for ages.
Yeah. So yeah, I think what I might do in a few weeks is I might lend that off him, do a little swap, and I'll spend the night in it. And I'll give you my opinion on it then. We're looking at doing another Norway camp this year as well. And if you've seen the last video, last time I took the Lancashire one and Gregg took the Gossamer gear, the one. And the tents held up perfect, but I think we were a little bit lucky that we didn't really experience any severe winds. Whereas this time we're looking ahead into Jotunheim. Might be a little bit higher up, it might be a little bit more exposed, so potentially I might buy one of these for that trip. But we'll, yeah, we'll see.
Nah, don't go where. No. It's like about half an hour. That water's so cold.
Any luck? No?
Is that turning this around off?
Hello.
Can you get it at turning this around?
Yeah.
A little bit more. Oh, yeah, there.
That's it. Even big.
Come on.
Come on. Oh. filled the drinks up before, just from the water spilling out of the quarry pool. And then we're just exploring around these old slate buildings, and as you can see with this one, the walls are still very much intact. Just a few nice little corridors. There's just so many of these slate buildings around this area, it's amazing. You can just imagine what it must have been like with them all fully built. Just feel the wind absolutely ripping up from down there. So we're going to find somewhere a little bit more sheltered, and I want to get some food on the go. Gonna have some noodles and crack open a bevy. Sabotage this, haven't you? So I've gone there. No. What's wrong with the job on that? Not this bit, like.
Needs a little bit of a move forward a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Cheers, lad. Can't wait for the summer and the wine again.
Do you know what? I properly enjoy doing the wine, but it's just
the next stage.
Honestly, it's just so rough. But I don't know if that's just because we haven't drunk enough water, because we've definitely done that.
I think last time we had the wine, we didn't have hardly any water.
Barely, and that was a long day as well.
It was like 9 hours water.
Whoa.
Did you do something to stop it rolling?
Oh, I don't know why I haven't put it on. Nah, there we go. That'll do. There we go.
Botched that one, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I did botch it, like. Yeah, keep it going. That needs more off, doesn't it? Oh no, it's just because it's floated to the top, isn't it? Yeah, watch that. There's loads in it. I was thinking, why isn't it? Proper nice, then.
Yeah, it smells nice.
Yeah, lovely.
What ones are they?
I think that the dead hot one.
Or just a normal one?
Yeah, just normal.
Knob.
I don't know what that is like. Oh yeah, but there's no one like this.
Not too tasty, like, yeah, I've got to say, you need to get more square on.
Right, whiskey o'clock. So I've probably got less than half there, but I've probably only got a little bit at the end.
Yeah,
What have you got?
Not much of that now.
What whiskey is it?
I don't know.
I think this is that gentleman Jack, not too bad.
I think let's double the mix together this now.
Yeah, I've just been talking about the Abisko, so I'll just give you a quick little look at this. Straight off the bat, what I like about it, right, is obviously comparing it to other single pole tents like that, like the Scarf. On the Scarf, these guy lines only come to about there, don't they?
Yeah, the difference on the Scarf is
really short, and especially on the middle ones, even shorter.
Because the struts are all in the Scarf, and then they want to pull down, so on the Scarf, they connect, don't they, to the bottom? So you have the triangle. Of course, yeah. So if they come out too much, it doesn't pull down on the Scarf. So if you extend them, yeah. The Scarf's a good tent. It's solid. It was in the same conditions as that last week, and I think Keith just got unlucky when it like bent the his main pole. Yeah. Because I think he had the back unpegged as the gusts come in. So I think if that was in the same conditions, it would have bent the pole. What's done, and then it's just bent on the last gust. I think that's the only problem with hoop tents when you're trying to get them down in the wind. Is if you don't time it properly, which you can't really time it, because you don't know when the next gust's coming, you go bend the pole because it's not supported properly. Yeah, I get you, lad. That makes sense, like. That's where, like, with the solo, you can drop it in any conditions because you have all the clips, so you can drop the whole tent, then pull the poles out and have the tent fully down before the poles even come out. Yeah, that's a good thing, the hilly, isn't it, where you can literally go around the edge and then just take it down one by one, can't you? Yeah, the first time I took it out, that was like the best thing about it, because I had that scarp out twice when I bent the poles in like bad conditions.
Yeah.
But with the Hillyberg was out in probably like the same conditions. You drop the whole tent before you take the poles out, so the poles aren't going to get bent when you're dropping the tent, when it's at its weakest, innit?
Yeah, that's it. Just drops right down, and the fly's going nowhere either. Yeah, we've mentioned Gregg's had a scarp. You had a scarp for a while, didn't you?
Just over a year, I think it was.
And in the space of a year, twice at the same location.
Bent them
At
mangled them.
Red Tarn, weren't it?
Yeah, Red Tarn twice.
Went to Red Tarn in the space of a few months, bent the pole.
It was in October twice in the same year, like a year after each other.
Oh, is that what it was, yeah?
Yeah.
Same location, same time of year, same tent, same conditions, bent the pole.
I think you'd have to look at poles as like consumables on tents though, don't you?
Yeah, it's
Like
one of them, isn't it? If you damage a
pole,
pole, it's easy enough to... Yeah, it's easy enough to
order one. You want the pole
order
to
one.
bend before the tent rips.
Oh yeah, easy. Cause if the pole bends, or even if it snaps, I've seen people in tents where it's snapped, and they've still like survived the night. Do you know what I mean? It's a better option than
with that as well,
the tent ripping.
In the pole bag, it's got a repair section for the pole.
Yeah,
so
you can just...
It's got a splint, and then, well, I think it's got a splint, and it's got an actual pole section that you can change into it.
Nah, I do really like looking at this though. It's yeah, so obviously there's a reason then that the scarp has a different design, but you want it longer when you're in bad conditions, because that just gives you the versatility to grab it and put it exactly where you need to.
He gave me, I think there was 2 extra pegs in the bag. I don't know, that doesn't sound like a lot, but normally you buy tents now with the scarp. I think I had to buy extra pegs because they just had the bare minimum. They had like, I think it might have been 6 pegs.
I did with the Vaude. I bought the Vaude, and I loved the tent. But with that only come with, I think that might come with 6 pegs.
Yeah.
And it needs at least 8. It might be more, to be honest. You know, with the guy lines. And with that tent as well, it's vital that you put the guy lines out, because that gives you room inside the tent.
Just give me the pegs.
Yeah. Let's have a little sit in. So we did have a little... I had a little sit in this before, but just talk you through it. Straight off the bat, I really like this. Really like it. And then, obviously, one of the down points, and Gregg was saying this before, and Gregg's obviously a bit taller than me.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
You're 6, aren't you? Yeah, I'm only like 5'8".
5'8"? Yeah. Lying to the camera there, man. 5'6", you.
5'8" with heels. No, I'm 5'8". I'm sitting on an X-frame, so that's bringing me up slightly. And then my head is coming to the top, but that'd be no issue for me.
So it's a bit higher as well.
Have you made that a bit higher, have you?
Yeah, you can tension it at the where the socket goes in, to the pole.
Yeah.
So you can pull that tight, and it kind of pulls the poles closer together.
Okay,
makes
yeah.
it like a touch higher. I'm not sure how much higher, but...
Yeah. Well, you've had no issues though, have you? So your head's obviously got to be touching in the centre point.
My head's touching it, but at the same time, I'm not really bothered. Yeah, it doesn't... I just take the pad from underneath me and sit down on the floor. And
yeah, that's it.
I can sit down there when I'm cooking, because you're leaning forward anyway, aren't you?
Would you say if you were any taller than you though, you might have issues at that point?
Yeah, I think if you're over 6 foot...
If you're like 6'2" or something, it might be a little bit small potentially.
Yeah. And saying that, I think I've got a lot of room at like my feet.
Yeah.
At the same time, so even like I never sit up when getting changed in my tent. I'm always lying down.
Yeah,
anyway.
lying down, getting changed.
So
makes sense.
I think it's just if you're cooking, you might start to struggle. But first time I took it was like moderate winds, and I had no concerns in it, and I was 10 pound in it because it was lashing down for, I think it was from like 3 o'clock in the afternoon until about 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
And at no point did I think I'm too cramped in here, because the vestibule's a decent size.
Yeah, that's it. So even when you were in here for a long time, you didn't feel trapped in it.
It's one of them I'm quite used to, like, quite small tents with like the OEX I had was a coffin.
Oh yeah, it was, yeah. That was a coffin.
That gossamer it's quite a small tent as well, isn't it?
Yeah, good head height, isn't it? But
it's got decent head height, but at the same it's quite narrow. But at the same time, it's the conditions that this can go in. I'll say you'll be able to take it out in like 80% of the conditions in the UK.
Yeah.
The only campsite you probably can't do is like summit camps in like 60, 70 mile per hour winds.
Yeah, like you say, it's dealing with most conditions, isn't it, that the UK's thrown at it.
I think it'll survive 60 mile per hour winds, 70 mile per hour.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to be in it for that to test it.
Yeah, well, I've seen videos where Bushman took it on a video, didn't he? And then that was in Storm Arwen.
Yeah, was he near the summit? He was exposed.
Yeah, I think he was on a summit, you know. So Storm Arwen was that bad. He was getting. He might be getting 100 mile an hour winds there. I think he was getting 100 mile an hour winds, which that's a testament to this. If this has been out and it's failed in 100 mile an hour winds, but it's handled everything below that, that is a testament to how strong the tent is, isn't it?
You can double pole it as well, which last week when I was out in it.
Have you got 2 poles with it?
Nah, I think the extra pole cost £100 as well. So
is it 100 for the pole?
When I looked at it, I was like, the reason I got rid of the scarf is because I kept on bending the poles.
Yeah.
But I think the poles on the scarf were only like, I can't even remember. They were cheaper than £100 to get shipped in from America anyway.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
what are the thickness of these? Do you know what the thickness is?
I think they're 9mm.
9mm.
Yeah.
That's decent.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think they are 9mm.
That seems so. In comparison, what are they on the? Are they 10mm on the Hilleberg?
No, I've got the Hilleberg red label, so they're 9mm as well.
Oh, is it 9mm on the red label?
Yeah,
is it?
on the black label, the 10mm.
Ah, right.
But I haven't had windside on this tent yet, so I'm not too. Oh, no, I tell a lie, I have. Not to cut the whole time, but I didn't get there because it was raining too much, so I just pitched my tent out. No, I can't even remember the name of it. And it must have been like, say, 30 mile per hour winds with 40 mile per hour gusts coming on sideways, and it was folding in quite a bit, but the tent, like the pole, it's retained its shape, it hasn't bent out of shape.
Yeah, that's decent, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
even on the
obviously
side, it's
they're
all
the
right
conditions where you want to start double poling your tent if it's coming in sideways. But
yeah, would you consider doing that if you have this and a few windy conditions? Would you start to think, right, like, you know, like next winter, would you think about buying like a double pole for it, or would you end up just like using your Hilleberg?
I'll just use the Hilleberg. If this was the only tent that I was buying, because obviously this tent's expensive and the Hilleberg's expensive.
Yeah.
If I have to buy one.
Gucci's up, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got a lot of tents now. Lad, they're all on credit cards though.
Oh, are they? Yeah. Oh, there we go then.
It's all credit card debt.
Yeah, I thought Mr. Moneybags is just going out there buying the best kit. It's all credit card debt.
Yeah, it's credit card.
The truth's out.
It's all debt.
Gregg Morris exposed. It's all a lie.
Nah, because I sold the scarf. I sold it for 500, so I bought this for 500.
Oh yeah,
So,
decent, yeah.
I think if this was the only tent I had, this will manage in most conditions. Well, I'll say all conditions that have been out in the Hilleberg, this will manage, to be honest.
Yeah, it is versatile, isn't it?
I haven't had the Hilleberg out in like, well, I've had that in bad conditions, but not on this couldn't handle.
Yeah.
And then if I was go get this and use the full season, and I wanted to take it out in like really bad conditions where like it was, you know, for a fact that it was go get to like 50, 60 mile per hour winds.
Yeah, just buy that pole.
Pay an extra £100 for the pole.
Yeah, that's a good shout, that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good point with this. It does seem pretty versatile, and what you're saying, you could use it year round. I think you could. This could be, if you wanted, this could be your only tent, couldn't it, easily? Because I think in the winter, a lot of the inner is, it's solid, but with the door, you've got the choice of having, yeah, you can have a full door as mesh, or you can have it a full solid, and then inside, there's a little triangular, just a small vent up there. So that, I think you can really change that to the conditions that you're in.
The front door as well. I'm not sure how to do it because I haven't fiddled with it yet. But you can like fold it up and do the zip so the door's half open.
You mentioned this. So you can open it till about here, can't you?
Yeah, you've got like pretty decent ventilation for the summer, and you can open up the vents at the head and the foot end fully, I think.
Yeah, that's
You've got decent sized semicircles that you can open up, so I think you'd be alright using it in the summer. If you have to buy like 1/10 for the whole year, I think you'll probably be alright. But
yeah, I think it'd be a good shout. I think if someone was looking for an all-rounder, as long as they were happy with just the space for one manor, I think it'd be a good shout. And just to stick on the theme with the ventilation as well, I'll put some shots in now. But like Gregg said then, at either end, at the foot box and at the head end, you've basically got ventilation, which obviously you can keep it up, or you can zip it down if you want a bit more airflow through the ends of the tent. So again, it's just another really, really good feature. Makes it really versatile for different conditions.
I've had no problems with condensation.
Haven't you know?
Not,
That's decent because you've
at
obviously
the same
had...
time, though, I've only took it out at the moment, really with the conditions, except for tonight.
Oh, yeah.
This will probably be a bit better test for it for condensation because it's
we
quite
did.
cold. And there's only a little breeze of wind, but the last 2 times I've had it out, like I said, the minimum wind I've probably had is like 30 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Then when I was out with Keith, it was probably gusting like 50 because it was blowing us off our feet.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a good point, lads. I suppose if the wind does stay off tonight, it'll be a nice little test on to see what condensation's like. Right, let's talk about camping essentials. Number 1, fizzy fish. I don't reckon there's been a single camp we've ever been on without fizzy fish. And the absolute goat of the jelly game is, what are the what are the straws called?
Mini straws.
Mini straws.
You can't get them anywhere.
We can't find them anywhere. We're not talking about giant straws. It's a whole different ball game. If anyone has contact for mini straws, sell them wholesale, any place, we'll pay it. Any place. Name any place, I'll pay it in a heartbeat. I'll double it.
Been on this, lads, a few times, you know, I've had it too far over this way.
Oh yeah.
When I've had it on full heat, and look, I'm melted at the sides. You've set on fire.
The flames just went up there and set it on fire, yeah.
Because obviously you've got the big, like it's quite wide, isn't it? Like the pot stand.
What is this, by the way? Is this the Soto?
Soto Windmaster, isn't it?
That's what Keith's got now, hasn't he? He's really impressed with it.
I want to get the Triflex for it for like when I'm using stuff like this, because when you're having got a frying pan, like look how much it's sticking out, and I always put it on like that. Then if the gas canister isn't freezing, if the flames come out a little bit, you know, through the sides, if you go too far. But got me on boil in the bag.
Can say talk us through what your food, what do you mean?
Got doing a little Chinese meal, bought a fillet steak to do beef and black pepper sauce. Then I just got a pack of them noodles we get from the Chinese supermarket.
Bit of udon.
Yeah, just took them out of there and just go throw that in. Once this is warmed up, this will probably take about 10 minutes just to boil in the bag. But if you ever do the boil in the bag meals and you vacuum back them, pour up more sauce in than you normally would, because the sauce is obviously what heats up, then it heats your meat up.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've done it where it hasn't had enough sauce in it and it takes longer to heat up. There's just like vacuum bags, and you get them for like sous vide, where you just cut the bags yourself. You got a vacuum packer, I think about 30 quid for a vacuum packer off Amazon. Then I use it loads when we camping, to be honest. Camping also have that.
Stuff like that, gives a little look there.
Much like you find the other.
Woo! Just has a taste then, and that is lovely. So what is it? Black pepper?
Just fillet steak and black pepper sauce with undone noodles.
And then I'm on. And then I'm on this, which is, I've had it before. It's nice, but it's not that, is it? I think next camp I'm gonna make an effort next camp to get some food and actually do some cooking. But it's hard when you haven't got much room in your bag. But yeah, I need to make an effort next time because I'm sick of dehydrated meals. Nah, change your plan. Not having that. Don't feel like it's dehydrated, so Gregg's kindly give me some of these noodles, and if you've seen the channel before you'll recognise them straight away.
Sponsor me.
Honestly, they are absolute borderline specials, best noodles ever. Oh, looking forward to them. Should be alright, it's just taking a bit longer.
By the way, you know.
Is it out?
Yeah,
oh, it's gone out again. See, there's still gas in it, it's just gas is really struggling with the weather. As you'll know, they just don't perform well in cold conditions, especially when it's on the ground like that. I did put it in my jacket for a little bit, just to try and warm it up, but it hasn't done much. Right, so I've just got in, and it's time to get my bed set up. I didn't do it earlier because I thought we were going to be chilling in here, but because the weather was so nice, we obviously ended up staying outside, so just need to get everything set up now and get cosy in my sleeping bag. Oh, temperature has definitely dropped as well. Right, so I'm in now, ready to get my head down. I'll tell you what, it's been a great camp that. really good. Like, you forget how much you miss just sitting outside, which it's obviously hard to do in the winter just with the conditions. But roll on the summer, I can't wait for summer and even spring to come along where you can just have more camps like that and you can spend more time outside. And don't get me wrong, I love winter camps, you know, there's a certain enjoyment and a certain charm to kind of being held up in a tent, but for me you just can't beat that, just staying outside and having a talk and having a drink. Got a couple of nice night shots as well of the tent before, so I'll stitch those in the edit now. Pity you couldn't get the stars in there, a little bit of astral photography. The stars were actually out for a little bit tonight. It did clear up, but it clagged over pretty quick, so unfortunately wasn't able to capture that. It's been a pretty still night though, but I think, as I said earlier, I think we're quite protected by the walls around the quarry, so I'm not sure what it's like at the moment or in the more exposed areas, but it's so still here. Honestly, there's barely even a breeze. But yeah, just great to get out as always, and I felt like I'd come at a good time. That had a really busy week, been really busy the past few weeks, and obviously if you're watching this, I'm sure most of you are into your wild camping, and I'm sure it'll have the same effect on you where when you come out it just acts almost like a bit of a reset, you know, really lets you get a bit more perspective and yeah, just let you clear your head a bit and get a bit more perspective on day to day. Yeah, open to have a nice sleep. I won't go through my sleep system in too much detail. If you've seen the last video, you will have seen that I've just added this extra layer basically just to make sure that I'm warm. Just added this quilt on top of my usual sleep system with my fleece liner and my sleeping bag. So I'm hoping that's going to do the trick again tonight and keep me warm and keep me comfy. So yeah, it's time for me to get my head down and I will speak to you in the morning. Right, morning everyone. Oh, so we're up. I think it's about 10 to 8 now. In terms of sleep, didn't sleep too bad. It wasn't as good as last week. Woke up a few times and it was a bit colder. It wasn't by any means cold, but you could feel there was a bit of a chill in the air. And I do think for next winter I might invest in a new Thermarest X-Therm, because I can feel the heat just being sucked out the bottom a little bit just from the ground. Either that or I'll buy another layer just to go underneath this mat, but I won't need to do that till next winter now. Yeah, it actually deflated a bit that last night. Not through a puncture or anything, I think it's just the cold air can do it. Pressure. Look at that. How's it going, lad? Right, so that's the end to what turned out to be a really good camp. Really nice change, just being able to sit outside rather than being trapped in the tent. So we're just on the walk down now, so nice easy walk. It's only about 40 minutes or so from where we are now. So yeah, nice easy stroll down. Thanks for watching. So if you did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps the channel and just make sure you're getting the content that you want. But that's it from me for now. So catch you on the next one.